After that, the cave section had wide open passages so he could kind of walk around freely and not have to worry about getting through these little sections. Contrastingly, it also presents sections of considerable depth and narrowness, so there's little passages within that giant one that you can slip into or explore if you want to. These segments included intricate rifts and areas submerged in deep water, posing significant challenges in terms of both getting around them and safety. He could feel his heart beating out of his chest as he walked around this giant passage and then tried to go into some of the smaller ones. He got into one of the smaller passages that was so tight he could hear the rocks scratching deep into his back and sides as he tried to push himself through. He could barely move his arms or his head. The only thing he could do was wiggle enough to try to move forward. After traversing about 1,500 feet in total, in this huge passage, he noticed that something was changing within the cave, and that the ceiling was starting to descend. It indicated the likely presence of another water-filled passage, which is something that he was looking for.
AliExpress. When you can find everything, anything is possible.
I got this. Y'all can't stop me. I got this. And y'all won't block me. I got this.
AliExpress. Spend less, get more.
We're on the scene of a stunning victory today. Let's check in with the ambitious tycoon behind this incredible turnaround. Congrats on the huge win.
When I got that mega heist, I knew it was a huge opportunity for me. I wanted to capitalize on it. And I was getting nervous when I made those first two picks, especially when that multiplier came in. But I just kept my head down. I remembered my training, and well, the rest is history.
Incredible. Now, do you have any words for your friend Steve, who I'm hearing just pulled off the bank heist on you in the game?
I'm coming for you, Steve, and you're gonna see what a real tycoon can do.
Wow. Okay, back to you, Steve McNeely with the weather. Wait, Steve, is that you?
This is where he would have to go with Roger. Martin's guess was confirmed when just around the corner he encountered the fourth submerged passage, and now he would have to change up his initial strategy and plans to navigate this constricting section. He wasn't going to be able to do it without that equipment that he left behind. The discovery of this new passage was met with considerable celebration and a sense of achievement. It was a huge deal, and he knew it. And by this time, Roger was actually feeling better, so now he could join Martin and they could explore past that third passage and go deep into the cave. For this one, they would have to navigate through the first submerged or water-filled passages, which they were able to do without any problems. Martin brought him right up to the spot where he was before he turned back. Upon reaching that fourth submerged passage, however, the friends experienced an unexpected shift in their mood. They were in really high spirits, but they both started to feel a sense of anxiety. This was an uncharted area. They were having a typical psychological response in the face of these unknown hazards, and the adrenaline rush that they once had was completely wore off. Despite this, they knew they couldn't give up and proceeded deeper into the claustrophobic fourth passage. They noticed that they have to go through all these different twists and turns to continue on. For the first time in their shared caving history, Martin and Roger both decided to dive side by side. This is something that isn't advised in the cave diving community. Most cave divers work their way down passages one in front of the other. They made this decision tactically, addressing the challenges of the passage in this high-risk environment. They knew that if something went wrong down there, they would need immediate support. And if they were diving one in front of the other, whoever was behind might go down the wrong passage and be lost forever. Now that they knew what their plan was going into this water-filled section, they were confronted with hesitation to proceed. They decided strategically that they were going to leave their caving boots behind on a mud bank at the entrance to the submerged passage. This decision, while unusual, was what they thought was best based on the unique conditions of the passage. Roger went in first, laying down a guideline reel. At the same time, Martin was there, next to him, approximately 5 meters away, equipped with an additional 1,000 feet of line in anticipation of a long drawn-out dive. This setup was critical for navigation and safety in the uncharted submerged passage. This line would be their only way